Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. My name is Manny Carl, and welcome to the Division 2 report. We are headed into open beta, and that's what we're going to talk about right now on the pause screen. Alright, agents, we are just a few short days away from the beginning of the open beta, and so I want to go ahead and run down with you a list of the updates that we're going to see since the private beta. Now, they've added on a new mission, so you're going to be able to go through the two missions, the one that you're seeing here, and another one. They're going to open up Viewpoint Museum mission. And so Capital Ruins now available in Skirmish, though they're going to allow you to work on the Chem Launcher skill. And they've raised the level cap from 7 to 8, and character progression from the private beta is not going to be carried open to the open beta. So anything that you do in the open beta, let me just clear this up. If you didn't hear it, you will not get anything progression. There's nothing that you're doing in the open beta that's going to carry over into the actual game. This is a completely separate game. This is just a trial. It's a beta. It's a demo, whatever you want to call it. It's just that. None of the stuff that you do in this game is going to carry over into the next iteration of it, into the open game. So there you go. That's the way it's going to be. That's the way it is. That's the way it always is. And there you go. So, balancing changes that they've worked on for this is, first of all, the drop rate of signature weapon ammo has been increased. So basically anything that, you know, with your signature weapon, once you get into that area where you're doing the invaded mission, which is still going to be available, you will have more chance to get ammo for your grenade launcher, your crossbow, your sniper rifle, whichever one that you choose, whichever one's your playstyle, they're going to have more ammo for that. They've adjusted weapon mods to make sure drawbacks are generally lower than the positive bonus. Recoil and accuracy statistics tweaked on several weapons. The RPM of semi-automatic weapons has been reduced overall. They fixed the lucky shot talent to make sure it doesn't proc on every pellet of the shotgun. They fixed extra talent to give percentage-based ammo increases instead of a fixed number, and they made several adjustments to the power level and handling of specialization weapons. For enemy health and armor, they decreased the Jefferson Trade Center boss armor and damage. They've decreased enemy health, armor, and co-op, while also slightly increasing enemy lethality. They've decreased the veteran elite rusher's armor by half. They decreased armor plating health of the George Washington Hotel boss on story mode only. They decreased health of early game hyena NPCs. They decreased the armor plating health for the underground tank, and they decreased the lethality and health armor of every NPC in the world tiers. So that's everything that they've gone ahead and decreased for enemy health and armor. Now, enemy attacks, they went ahead and removed the bleed status effect for the RPG explosion. They decreased damage of the Black Tusk Rusher's weapon. The enemy NPCs will now hit the player slightly more often when the player uses cover to cover. Decreased accuracy of early game hyena NPCs. They decreased the accuracy and duration of early game hyenas, throwers, tear gas grenades. They increased the visibility and the fuse of tear gas grenades. They improved the accuracy of the outcast tank's melee attacks so that hitting and backpedaling targets are easier. They increased the team-wide cooldown for enemy NPC grenades, RC cars, and suicide drones, slightly decreased accuracy of the hyena's thrower grenade launcher ability, and they decreased the speed of enemy NPC airburst grenades slightly. They ended up increasing the wind-up time for enemy NPC grenade launchers, and they greatly decreased the elite version of Hyena Rusher's stun baton shock status effect and added a cooldown on when it would be applied again. Now, those only apply to enemy attacks. They don't apply to enemy behaviors. For enemy behaviors, despite the meme potential, rushers do not curse as much as they did when rushing the player anymore. They used to they'd swear up a storm, basically sailors. NPCs will now stop reacting to a seeker mine if it is retargeted. Decrease the maximum distance enemy NPC medics will travel to revive their allies. They removed erroneous light flare from the True Sun's turret. Enemy NPC flying drones will now explode midair when their owner dies. Black Tusk mini-tanks will no longer erroneously climb ladders, use drop-downs, do leapovers, and other types of special navigation, which they basically were given human functions. So now those are going to be gone. Veteran elite and named NPCs are now easier to stagger. Increase the mobility of the big dog during combat slightly. Good dog. Enemy NPCs interacting with the object will now be easier to interrupt. They decrease the movement speed of the elite version of the Hyena's RC car. NPCs will now switch targets a bit more frequently and naturally during combat and co-op situations. Elite NPCs will no longer stagger when afflicted with a disrupt status effect. Increased size of the Black Tusk suicide drone hitbox. They decrease the speed of the elite suicide drone. They increase the wind-up time for NPCs using the mounted weapon and adding more signaling to their use. They decrease the likelihood of early game NPCs from flanking the player. Which I thought that was actually really good. I don't know. I didn't have a problem with it. They should be flanking the player. I mean, well, I guess the early game NPCs. All right, we'll dumb down the smart guys. They're the first guys you kill, so they shouldn't be that smart. They've decreased the Black Tusk Warhound self-destruct windup slightly. Enemy NPCs are now able to hear nearby bullet impact, increase the range at which enemy NPCs hear player gunfire. NPC throwers and controllers now attempt to avoid targeting the same player in co-op situations. They improve the appearance of NPCs using LMGs if they briefly lose line of sight of the player. NPCs' reaction radiuses now correctly match those of grenade throw players. Fixed the inconsistencies with NPCs reacting to player grenades and skills, and the Black Tusk revive drones now correctly shock those around them when their weak point is destroyed. I think that the one thing that is missing from this area is that whenever you shoot one guy, everybody doesn't automatically need to know exactly where your location is. I mean, you shoot one guy, it alerts every single person, whether it is a silenced machine gun, it doesn't matter what it is, everybody knows exactly where you are, exactly your direct location. They turn to you with 100% accuracy and know exactly what you're doing. So I think that needs to be changed as well. So some differences for combat. They decrease the time required to automatically mark a target. They decrease time required to transition out of a combat state for the player, and they reduce the cooldown on combat roll to half a second. Now, skills, let's move on to that. They decreased airburst grenade and incendiary airburst grenade damage, improved player skill drones, follow play behavior when player is vertically navigating. Sniper turret now does extra damage with headshots. Sniper turret aim improvement to more closely match output. Assault turret aiming improvement to be snappy and accurate. Improved pathfinding for seeker mines so that they prefer a more direct path to their target if available. And they increased the movement speed of the airburst seeker mine and also reduced enemy NPC detection of the skill. Now, for the mission changes, they've greatly reduced the difficulty of the Grand Washington Hotel mission on replay, and they improved the combat behavior for Agent Kelso. Now, with crafting, they adjusted material acquisition and blueprint cost for crafting. This will allow us to go ahead and test the crafting stuff while we're there. So they did a whole bunch of bug fixes and improvements. I don't want to bore you with this stuff. There is a whole list of stuff. I'm going to leave the description or the link down in the description so that you guys can go ahead and take a look at it. It's everything from technical fixes, you know, where the VSync off would cap frame rate to 60. They fixed gameplay stuff like airburst sometimes damaging the player on the server before the client grenade reaches its destination. That was a huge thing even in Division 1, and I'm glad that they've looked into it and fixed it with this one. They fixed, you know, they did some Dark Zone fixes, skill fixes, crafting fixes, mission fixes, world fixes, NPC fixes, audio fixes, character, skirmish, UI, photo mode, localization, miscellaneous stuff. They have done a ton of stuff to make the open beta that much better for everybody here. So I would highly recommend that you guys who played the private beta and the technical beta go into this new open beta, look at everything, test everything. We need to come into it with a fresh new look and make sure everything is fixed and ready to go, because we're only a few short weeks away from launch and we all want a polished game ready to be going. We need to make sure that we're reporting glitches, reporting exploits, reporting bugs, making sure everything is tight and ready to go. That way Massive is not getting dinged for all the stuff that they missed and or didn't get reported or stuff like that. We want to make sure it is a prime experience for those new Division agents that are coming in, and so do your best. We're counting on you, Agent. Go out there, make it happen. anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope this was an informative video. I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes. I'm hoping that I'm accomplishing my mission here. Make sure you subscribe to us for more Division 2 content. Hit us up on Twitter. There's a new group called Division Academy over on Twitter. It's actually a really good. They have some really good art guys over there doing some very good technical schematics for all of the cool stuff that's going to be in the game, all the skills, all the, you know, all the loadouts, all the brands, all the everything that you need to know. Go follow them on Twitter. They're awesome. I would highly recommend them that you do that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you guys like this. Get notifications. Hit that ding bell or whatever that is, that notification bell, so you guys get the notifications. Like this video, hit that like button, whatever it is. I don't really care if you hit it or not. It's really just, you know, so that we get more SEO and, you know, people can see these and they get higher up and all that good stuff. So anyways, thank you very much for doing that. Also, my partner over at the Triton Army, go over there and watch our Battle Royale report. I'm going to be doing that over there as often as once a week to up to as many times as I can. But that is it for us tonight. We're going to go ahead and link that down in the description. Leave me down in the description what you're most excited about in the Division 2, and we'll catch you guys next time. For all of us here at the pause screen, my name is Manny Carl. Unpause.
Intelligent System Analytic Computer reactivated. All Isaac subsystems operational.
That was the last step to getting Isaac fully restored locally. But we have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And a missing agent to locate. Continue your sweep of the complex.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hello? Is this the Division? Looking for someone?
Who is this? How are you on this channel?
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. Want to talk to him? If you want him back, we can make a deal. You back off, we'll deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
They'll keep him alive. They aren't stupid. Just find that hyena piece of shit and waste her.
In need of backup. request.
You just added 5 seconds to your life. Always wanted to kill one of them.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Hey guys, I'm still willing to deal, but you better decide fast. I don't know how much more this dude can take.
She's goading you to try to make you reckless. Just stay focused.
Agent requesting backup.
Want to see what I can do?
I'm reloading here. Go ahead. I'll cover.
Agent in need of backup.
Gonna fill you full of holes. That's just gotta make it.
Agent requesting backup.
You can't get around. No, you fucker. Get off there, baby.
Agent in need of backup. Agent requesting backup. Incoming backup request. Agent vital signs 0.
He didn't have to die here.
I'm leaving this to you! Finish them off!
Agent requesting backup. Agent in need of backup.
That bastard can't have gotten far yet. Go after her. running. Nice. Meet me back at the White House. I've got some new intel I want to share with you and Manny. Look,